Hey, what's up guys? Once again, Action Bronson is at it again with another New Balance collaboration. And in this video, we're gonna be talking about one of the recent New Balance 990 V6s in collaboration with Action Bronson in this Untitled colorway. Let's jump into it and let's talk about these. So these officially released on April 5th, 2025 for a retail price of $220. They released through the Action Bronson website and they released through a raffle format. If you signed up, you were gonna get a text message with the link to purchase the shoe directly if you were lucky to hit on these. I think Action Bronson is definitely trying to improve his releases. He's obviously had terrible releases in the past, and I think this time around, including the Amazonia colorway, were a lot better. But also, I don't think with both of these colors, there was a ton of hype. So I think for the most part, most people that really wanted this pair probably got it. At least that's the vibe that I'm getting from, social media, people hitting me up and stuff like that. So if you really wanted this pair, I really hope you got a chance to purchase it. All right, so the shoes come in a custom box, similar to like a Made in USA box, but of course, you have the baklava branding on the top here in this awesome blue color. The letters are actually in like a purple color. Then you have a cardboard style bottom here on the box. As far as additional branding, that's pretty much it. So pretty basic on that part. Here you have the official tags of the shoes. Once again, a very interesting colorway. I mean, that's just been synonymous with Action Bronson. He does not disappoint with his colorways. You either love it, you hate it, but the shoes will definitely stand out. And once again, here he did that, mixing a lot of different colors that really don't really make sense, but somehow, some way, they just work. Starting with the upper part of the shoe, you're gonna have these leather panels from the mud guard all the way to the heel counter of the shoe, and that is in a white color. Then you have this perforated nubuck material from the toe box area that transitions all the way to around the quarter panels of the shoes. And then if you see that, you see the stitching is in an orange color. I hope the camera picks that up. The mesh material here is in a light gray color. From a distance, it looks like it's white, but up close, you can kind of see the contrast between the leather material and the mesh, that it is a light gray color. Here you have this small little strip here that it is reflective. That's actually in a navy color. From a distance, kind of looks black as well, but up close in good lighting, it is a navy color. Across the toe box, you have some additional reflective material. You have the New Balance logo there, and that is actually in a pink color, similar orange stitching here as well. Going up the eye stays of the shoes, that is in a burgundy color, maroon color. That is a suede material, so I do appreciate the different materials that they use on this pair. Additional here, you have some pink colors here as well, as you can see here. Of course, both end logos are reflective. You will find some additional reflective materials here on top of this eyelet, also gray and pink. Then you have this reflective material in the black color, which again is a nice little detail. On the front of the tongue, you're gonna find the baklava branding, that is in orange. New Balance branding here as well in this gray suede. One of my favorite parts of this colorway is the blue sock lining. I just love how this blue looks. Maybe it's because it reminds me of the same blue that you find from the Knicks colors, so big fan of that. And then the insoles are in black with the baklava New Balance branding in a neon green color. On the lateral side, on the heel counter, you will find the 990 branding in an orange color. All the way to the back of the shoe above the heel counter, you're gonna find this mesh material, which is also in gray, but this is actually in a darker gray compared to the gray that's on the toe box area. Underneath that, you will find the US flag, Made in USA, and this part here is in a light pink color. Another area that makes this colorway stand out, and at the same time, it doesn't make sense, but somehow, some way, it just works, is this midsole. You basically have a mustard colored midsole. The bottom part of the midsole is actually in a light beige color. So again, it just works well some way, somehow, and it actually looks pretty cool. Flipping the shoe over to the outsole, this is the area where things mute down. You have some earth tone colors here on the forefoot part, and then basically from the middle part to the heel part of the outsole. It is kind of like, I don't know what kind of color this is. Maybe like a light brown. I don't know. It's like a mixture of like a light brown and gray. You do have the New Balance in 1982 year there, because that is the year that the first 990 released. And then you have this really cool semi-translucent piece of this outsole that looks really great, looks really cool, and it looks like it's in a light blue color here depending on the lighting. And then there you have the Fuel Cell, New Balance, and Endurance branding. And finally, I almost forgot the laces. You have these Timberland style laces, which have been a common theme with all of Action Bronson's 990 V6s. So that is a cool detail there. And the laces are in a blue pink color. All right, guys, so my final thoughts on this collaboration. Once again, Action Bronson and New Balance deliver a very interesting colorway. You know, that's one of the main things about Action Bronson, is that he's gonna find a way to make the sneaker pop and make it interesting. Whether you love it, whether you hate it, he just finds a way to make it work. And a lot of people appreciate that. Their sneakers are definitely not boring, and it's gonna be an acquired taste. And for me, when I first saw this colorway, you know, I wasn't really feeling the white leather on this pair, but the more pictures I saw, when I saw these on feet, I was like, yeah, you know what? They actually look pretty cool. And I decided to go for them. So once again, you know, he just finds a way to make it work, and he delivered that in this colorway. And I think, in my opinion, out of all the 990 V6s he's done so far, or he's worked on so far, these are my second favorite colorway. And I really do think that these are really nice. And I think these are growing a lot more on people. I think a lot of people who pass on these are probably like, damn, I should have gone for them. Again, it's just a conversation starter, and is an interesting colorway that just finds a way to make it work. And here they are. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. So with that being said, let me put these on, show you guys how they look on feet. All right, guys, so that's it for me. Hopefully this video brought you a detailed look of the New Balance 990 V6 in collaboration with Action Bronson in the Untitled colorway. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this colorway, and between the recent 990 V6s that have released, which one do you prefer? And like always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. To all the new subscribers, thank you. If you're new stopping by, feel free to subscribe, like the video, comment below. Also follow me on Instagram at GuyInKicks. That's it, guys. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.